Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bowhunting Wilderness Podcast. Jason and Sam Kovac here. Today we're talking about some changes to my system here a little bit that we're doing differently now that we're back in Georgia. And deer hunting down here in Georgia is great, but it's not as great as a lot of other places. Not for me yet. Now it will get to be, but late season here in Georgia is what we're dealing with now. And I've been doing a lot of hunting. I've killed 4 deer already this year. It's time for me to start focusing more on the hogs, which I actually like hunting better anyway. But I'm still going to deer hunt. So my plan is to get out there, early enough in the day to hunt all day. If I'm not so much being out there right at the butt crack of dawn, because again, I'm retired and semi-retired. I do this now for a living, this and the Patreon stuff and things like that. But my goal is to get out there, say 8, 7. If it gets daylight at 7:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning, get out there at 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that, and start hog hunting and scouting for deer spots throughout the day. Hog hunt for most of the day and all through the afternoon. Scout through the day and the afternoon. And if I find something I want to set up on for the evening for deer, if I happen to come across something that looks really good and really promising for deer, then I can set up for it for the evenings. That's kind of been my game plan, or what my plan is going to be. But I'm sick and tired of having 2 different pack systems. One pack for deer hunting, one pack for hog hunting. And it gets annoying. And now the fact that the deer down here are a little bit smaller makes it easier to pack them out. I can put them in a pillowcase, fit them all in a pillowcase, tie off the end, and I can carry them out by holding that pillowcase on my back like Santa Claus would a thing, and just putting that weight right on my shoulder and packing that out. If they're really bad and I need to, I can actually use my pull-up rope or a piece of strap like this, which you see I got another one here, but I got one of these in my pack too. An old hunting tree stand strap from one of my things that I can then take this and put this right through the loop that goes around the Versa button like this, and then put that right on that game bag and cinch it down on this game bag and pull it down and run that right through my belt if I want to, and have that so that it helps pull that weight and holds it there for me. I got a couple of different ideas, but basically in a nutshell what I'm getting at is I am not really concerned about being able to have to use a frame pack to pack deer out here. I can get them out without needing a frame pack. Even if I can't carry it all on my shoulder, I can take my garbage bag out of here, put the rest of the meat in the garbage bag, and lash it to my compression straps on the outside here. So what I'm getting at here is that I've made some changes, and we're gonna, we're getting rid of this big pack for this stuff. Now I will still use this on my out-of-state hunts, things like that, and during the early part of the season, which is here is like September 10th when the season comes in, all the way through till October when I leave for my my Midwest trips. When I'm really focusing those 6 weeks on deer hunting only, I will use this pack again. Okay, it will be my go-to pack because I got a lot more room in it. It works good, and this is what I will be using. But for now, for this late season stuff, we are not. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, how are you going to carry your sticks in your stands? Hang on, I'm stuck in there. What is going on here? Let my hand out. How are you going to carry your sticks and stands? Am I going to put them on here? No, I will not, because I don't have a hip belt on this pack. I don't want a hip belt on this pack. I do have a carabiner to hang it in my tree like I would any other pack, but every single thing that was in this for deer hunting is also in this, including my binoculars, including my lineman belt, including my harness, including everything I need. My saws are in here. I have, let's throw that back out of the way. But my saws are in here, right here. I have my clippers for when I'm hunting on the ground out of my wall drop pack seat. My bug spray. This side will be my water bottle in here. I have 2 bow hangers down in here. I have everything I need inside of this pack fits in here. My headlamp and all my stuff that I need there, and my GoPro and everything, and my tow line, and my Tradtrackr. Everything is inside of here. And then in this compartment here, we have everything else that we need fitting right inside of this area right here. Toilet paper, all my stuff, my kill kits, my game bags, everything is in here, right in this pack. Fits like a champ. I still have plenty of room for more water and food and snacks and everything I need. So it's a nice compact setup. This is that Mystery Ranch Galligator backpack. I love this. I've talked about it. I've done reviews on it, but I love this little pack. It is my favorite little pig hunting pack there is. And when I have it on, it's just like I said, it's light, it's out of the way, it fits good, and it's functional. And I will show you how we're going to carry that stand in a minute. But I like this pack. It's just super comfortable, super simple, and it works. And it, like I said, there's just no weight to it. It's just so, I love this pack. I love this. I can wear this, actually I do wear this all day, sometimes 10 or 11 miles a day with this on me, and it's perfect. Now right now, I have that harness, and I have my lineman belt and all that stuff in there. Now what I'll do is when it actually comes time to go out in the mornings, I'm going to leave my harness and my lineman belt in my truck just right there on the back floorboard, okay? I'm going to leave it sit right there so that way all that stuff is out of here, and I just cinch this down real quick with the compression straps on the outside right here. So I pull that stuff out, and then I just, boom, cinch her up nice and tight so it really squishes up compact. I hunt hogs all day long. When I go back to the truck, I refill my water with the new water. I throw in that stuff in there, you know, my lineman belt and my harness, and then we get ready for deer. When we're getting ready for deer, how I carry my stand, this one's going to blow a lot of people's minds, but until you try it, you won't believe it. Okay, we're going to slip this table forward a little bit so I can show you. We're putting that there, but, you know, I used to carry them on my compression straps so that stand was on the back. And it works really good. I'm not taking anything away from it. It does. It works solid. But I have not done that yet one time this year. Okay, all these sits, all these different states, I have not one time mounted that system, whether it was a B stand or if it's my Lone Wolf stand that I got here with my setup. None of this has ever been on my backpack. Okay, I just don't need to do that anymore. Since I switched to these, when I went to these, set that right there. When I went to these paracord straps on here, just because they were lighter, simpler, they don't dangle as much. I've done a video on why I used them. These ones I'm testing, I actually have a taunt line hitch on them so I can adjust them for when I'm wearing thicker clothes versus less clothes, and I'm very happy with it. These taunt line hitches do not move on here, yet they offer full adjustability. So I can take this, I'll put my finger where that is, but I can adjust this on that hitch, put it wherever I want to. We got to bring that back to where it was, hold on. And I can adjust where these go perfectly, you know, by sliding them right there like that, and they don't move, they don't budge. I mean, they work fantastic. So we have that taunt line system on here that we're using with just paracord. I originally put it on there just to get me up the tree, and it works good. And like I said, I've been super happy with it. I'm not putting anything else on there. But one thing I noticed with it is that I'm getting lazy, but since I don't have that big poofy straps on here anymore, which used to always slide off my shoulder, with this I can take this, throw it on my shoulder, and all I do is hook it right here on where my shoulder strap is. I let it hook on there so that it can't slide. I will show you. I'll bring you in and show you. Slide that right out of the way. You come into here. You can see how that just hooks right on the front right here, but then the rest of it goes over my shoulder strap back there. And there is like no weight to this, okay? There is like no weight. I have both my hands free. I can fish this as I'm walking through brush really easy, and I can stand here like this for hours, and I can walk with this setup like this forever. And honestly, it's more comfortable. It beats having it on my back, constantly pulling me back and tipping me. And when I got a duck under brush, it's snagging on stuff. This, I can just fish right through with this. It's just, I like it. And it sits right here, and it's out of the way, but it does not come off because it's kind of hooked right on my shoulder strap and running over the top. So it's very comfortable, very functional. I like it a lot. My bow's in this hand. I got this hand free to film and do anything I need to. Move sticks out of the way, but I've been carrying it this way the entire season, and I've been very, very happy with the results of carrying it this way. It's just functional. It's easy. It wiggles through. So with this setup being this way and me no longer needing to have these compression straps on the outside to carry my stand, I don't have to have this pack anymore. I don't need to use that as much. And like I said, when I say I've been carrying it like this year, I'm talking some stands that are over 2 miles in. We're down here in Georgia. A lot of these stands are a long way walking. So it's right here. It's simple. It's functional. It's convenient. It's comfortable. If it starts to wear on me and get tired, which usually takes about an hour, and it's usually when I'm already at the tree going, well, where do I want to go? Or I could just set it down, but I'm too lazy and I walk around a little bit. If it starts to bother me on this side, I just grab this side here so that it's on this side. I pop it off and I put it over here on this side and do the same thing. And now I'm set to carry it this way. And I put my bow in this hand. So it really is a very simple, functional, as weird as it sounds, if you'd have told me that I would like carrying a tree stand set up like this, I would have laughed at you. I would have been like, you bumped your head. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's easy. It wiggles through stuff so simple, and it goes through, and I can duck under deadfalls, and I can come up, and I can go under branches, and I can push branches out of the way, and I can tip this and let them slide down this nice smooth system. I mean, it works. If it didn't work, I wouldn't be doing it. And like I said, I did what I do. 90 hangs. I hung stands, hiked in and out and hung 90 stands so far this year. Cakewalk. Worked like a champ. Flawless little system. So I've been very impressed with how this works. Maybe not 90 yet. Might have been maybe 70. But point being, I like this setup. So because of getting rid of those backpack straps, I can now use a much smaller pack without any fear of anything. So that's the changes we're kind of putting into this system this year to make things a little different for this late season. It gives me that versatility to be able to hunt for hogs by just pulling out my harness and my lineman belt. Everything else I'm going to wear anyway. My binos are in there. Everything is there. And then when I want to, when it's like, okay, you know what? I found this tree at noon. I really like it. It's a good spot. I keep hog hunting for a couple more hours. 2:30-ish, I'm like, okay, it gets dark at 5:30. We got 3 hours. Let's go climb that tree. I run back to the truck. I grab my stand. I throw my lineman belt and my harness in here. And I'm off to deer hunt. It's that easy. So for me, this combination of this system has been very, very impressive. And like I said, this little paracord setup on here, I can't believe how well this has proven to be for me. Yes, I am using my assault stand way more. Again, don't get me wrong. I love the B stand, but I like this one better. I just straight up like it better. I like the way it feels. I like the way it hunts. I like the seat. I just like stuff about it better, and I honestly don't care about the weight. And again, that's coming from a guy who's carrying his stand on a single string of paracord. Let that sink in. I mean, that's the simplicity, realness of it. I'm not only carrying more weight, I'm carrying it on a piece of paracord hooked on my backpack strap. And I'm completely okay with this. And I actually like it better. So, to each your own, whatever you want to do. I did try to reach out to Lone Wolf Custom Gear about trying to get one of their stands. Now, I won't take one for free. Obviously, I tell you that all the time. I'll always make sure I pay for stuff. I'll never take anything for free. I have not heard back yet, so we'll see how that goes. But if I can get them to maybe, give me a little bit of a discount on one, then maybe it'll be worth buying. Maybe I'll buy one, and maybe I'll do something different with some other stands because I'm curious on that one. We'll see how that pans out. But, if they have any leverage or can do anything for me, we'll see. But either way, that Lone Wolf Custom Gear 1.0 is very similar to this Assault. Very similar. And if I get one, I'll show you that it's really close. So if I can, fantastic. If I can't, not a big deal. Because like I said, I got two of these babies right here. And I have my B stand. But this is my system that we're going to use for this whole entire late season. Which for me, deer season is not over. Okay, I got basically 6 more weeks. It's December 3rd here, I think, right now, 3rd or 4th. We got all the way till January 14th here in Georgia. And then I'm also going to try and get away, if the cards align, I'll try and sneak away to Alabama late January for like a 3 or 4 day deal out there too and see if I can't. So, and we do have one more Georgia deer camp coming up here in January. And in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to be chasing hogs 70% of the time, 30% sitting for deer. So that's kind of my game plan. But if you're in my Patreon course, you see all that stuff too. I think we got, for deer vlogs, I think we're at like 12 45-minute long deer hunting vlogs on there that are either out or coming out. All my Midwest ones aren't on there yet, but there's so much deer action. You guys are fully loaded anyway, plus the 22 or whatever it is hog ones. I mean, there's so much information, so it kind of covers the gamut real good. But between you and me, I'm kind of tired of deer hunting. I am sick and tired of sitting in a stand, and I cannot wait to get out and start walking and slip hunting and trying to get into hogs that way. And if I get into a deer that way, it works good too. I killed a deer that way 2 years ago down here, the same exact way, hog hunting, and then I saw a doe and feeding on acorns working through. Took me a couple hours to stay with her because of how crunchy it was, but I ended up killing that deer at like 18 yards on the ground, stalking and snuck right up on her. If those opportunities present themselves, I'll take advantage of it too. This pack system allows me to do that. This pack is much smaller, much more convenient, much lighter, and more simpler for me to carry to be able to do that kind of hunting in than something that's, much bigger like what this is right here. But this does have that nice feature of being able to hang your sticks and stands on. And it's got a built-in frame in here that's kind of nice. Again, With the way I'm carrying that stand now, I don't need it. So, a couple little changes, but everything that was in this pack before that you've seen in all my pack dumps is now right here on my back. Right here in this one. Every single thing. And before I hunt, I'll pull some, you know, the lineman belt and the harness out, throw them in my truck, hunt hogs all day, come back, throw it together for deer. So, there you go. Little tip for you, kind of a update on what we got going on. Thanks for watching.